it doesn't have good thwarp ability, but it's the only pink fan that I have.
Oh.
So I had to go ahead and use it today.
I don't have one.
Shout out to my baby David Healy for this beautiful fan that he got me when he was in Bali. Thank you, David. Because I know you're listening and not watching, but this is your thank you, David.
And shout out to whoever I did a gig with who accidentally threw their fan in my bag.
Period.
Thank you, girl.
I love when that happens. The last time I did a go-go gig, I had someone leave a jockstrap and a hat in my bag, and I was like, well, that's mine now.
Period.
And the jockstrap fit, and I was like, good. Period. Thank you. Because that does not happen. I did. Several times.
Okay.
Yeah, several times.
Is that before or after you used it to make tea?
Before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ask what that means.
Growth.
I wouldn't, Robby. Hello, hello, hello! And welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. 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 Indeed. And in my beautiful... Thank you. In my beautiful pink flamingo mug, because of course we have to be on brand today. Because I forgot my orange mug in the orange video, and I was very disappointed in myself. So I had to bring out my pink flamingo mug for today. I have an Arnold Palmer that I made with pink lemonade. Because I needed to be on brand today.
The only thing that would make it perfectly on brand is if we were filming on a Wednesday. Or if the video came out on a Wednesday.
It's coming out on a Saturday, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it failed me.
I know, but I wanted it to come out over the first weekend where All Stars 10 is coming out. You know, the promos dropped on a Wednesday. I couldn't do, an overnight situation. But, and as David is not here to provide the cute shirt, I am here to provide the cute shirt for today. The only drag queen shirt I think I have that is pink is my Boom Turing shirt. I know she's not American, but it's pink. And I'm also repping another Filipino queen. I've got my Bernie hat today. She might be a little busy currently, but that's fine by me. And I'm always rocking my cup mug as per usual. Lana G. I forgot you have one now. Ma'am, I forgot you have one now. Yeah! Robby, we gotta get you one.
It's like all time.
Sure.
Lana G Creations. Yes. LanaGCreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below. And we do ship domestically within North America and internationally, so there are no excuses. Go get your merch. Thank you.
Boom. Guess who's back in the room? It's me, Eve the Bunny. Pronoun she, her. I am Chicago's drag maven, mother of the House of La Bunny, and queen of Ivy Park. As you all know, when I'm usually here, or when I was usually here, I would always have some cute little Ivy Park. I just threw in some of my favorite Ivy Park because I just felt like being comfortable. Also, I missed everybody so much. Logan, I miss you so much. I miss everybody at the pod so much. So hi to everybody. If you guys are happy to see me, I'm happy to see you guys too. It's been a long time. I have like a whole bunch of hair now, and I have a whole bunch of kids, and life has been lifing in Chicago, but I cannot
drag kids. Please specify, ma'am. Drag kids.
Yes, drag children. Drag children. I didn't birth no babies. Baby, very Gone with the Wind tease. I didn't birth no babies. They are children that I mentor. One of them is just attached to me. Don't know why. But that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about Drag Race. It's very sickening. This is a lot of freaking girls on this cast. We got some Chicago girls there, of course, repping my home team. So I'm very, very excited for them. Yeah, period part. It's going to be a cute video.
Okay, is it me now?
Yes, it's your turn.
Yes, my name is Roberto Cristian Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez. I know that is a really long government name, but you may call me Robby. for short. And I'm best known on the internet for my RuPaul's Drag Race and Pokemon crossovers, of which I released my season 17 version of that series a couple days ago, actually.
It's a very good video, and it will be linked in the description below.
Thank you. And I'm very excited to be here. I really wanted to be here for the purple bracket, but because, you know, my Puerto Rican divas got a rep.
Yes.
But my schedule conflicted with something else. So I'm here to talk about Jorgeous and Mistress. those are my picks from this bracket.
Yeah. Well,
they're Mexican, but they're Latina, so I guess I got a rep.
100%.
They're Mexicans.
They're Mexican. We'll take it. But there is Latino representation in this bracket, so great.
In every bracket.
No, there's a lot of Latinos
half the season
that I did not realize.
Half the season.
They were, girl, they said Ginger Minch was Latina. I said, now y'all playing.
I have thoughts that I'm not going to air, and we're gonna move on.
Did she eat at a Taco Bell once? I don't.
Probably. Anyway, I am so happy to have both of you back on the podcast. It's been a minute. For one of you, just a few minutes, Robby, just a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very happy to have you back. Eve, it's been a couple hours, but we're so happy to have you back. Always.
She hibernates during the winter.
Yes, of course, I get it. But this is going to be very, very fun. Talking today about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10. Of course, if you haven't recognized the decor that we are in today, we are talking about the second bracket, our pink bracket, for the cast of All-Stars 10. If you have not already checked out, at the time that we're dropping this video, we've already talked about the orange bracket. I was joined by our dear friend Sugar Free, as well as David and Brandon, to talk about the 6 queens in the first bracket, the orange bracket. So if you've not checked out that video, that is already out at the time that this video is dropping. So make sure to go check out that video already. We're going to be doing this video here, and then I'm going to be joined by a couple of other fabulous panelists here to talk about the purple bracket as well. That'll be coming out the day after this video comes out. So make sure to check out all 3 of our videos, because baby, there's 18 queens. We're not doing that in one video. I refused. So we're going to dive into this lovely group here. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time, giving you almost all things drag. Currently, that is All Stars 10, and we will be back shortly before the premiere to do our draft video. A little something cute, extra, and new this time. We are doing a dedicated video for our draft. Because it's going to be extra big, extra special, and a whole lot of chaos. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be messy boots. And otherwise, we've got some one-off videos in the works, and we are currently covering Morbid Drag's Reinas Malditas. So if you are a fan of Mexican drag and a fan of horror, baby, check out the Morbid Drags. They've been so good to us. We've already had two of the Morbids on the channel, and I got to talk to the darling angel, Dystopia Monumental, who is a very, very attractive man as well. So make sure to check out that recap that was dropped yesterday as well. So make sure to check that out. Otherwise, you can check out the description where you can find all of our audio podcast links, as well as our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, merch link, all that stuff. We're trying to hit 1,000 new subscribers across all of our channels by the end of the year, and all of your support means that we get to do fun, cool, and new things like splitting this cast assessment up into 3 videos, because we have the resources to do that now. So thank you for that. Oh, bye, Eve. I'm leaving this in. Oh, Jesus, not this. Oh, Jesus, gross. Well,
speaking of, oh, Jesus, gross.
Literally. Oh, she's back. Well, girl.
I'm sorry.
Girl, no, it's fine. I'm leaving it in. I think it's funny. But it's a lovely transition into our next part where obviously we are talking about the pink bracket today, but as I did in the orange bracket video, I do want to give you both the opportunity to shout out some of the girls in the orange and the purple bracket who you're excited for. So real quick, I want to know, starting with Robby, who are some of the other queens? What, Eve?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Robby might be asking that question as well, too. Can we possibly get visuals from the girls from the other brackets for confirmation?
I don't have visuals from the other girls from the other brackets.
I have 2 monitors, so I'm looking it up on this side.
Okay, so if I disappear again, you know why.
Okay, well then go off your memory, Eve. That's fine.
I'm a rabbit in short term. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Okay, well then just talk about who you're excited about then, Eve. I love you. Talk about who you're excited for, your favorite promos, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, Robby, you go first.
Yes, of course. As you can see, I am a Puerto Rican diva, born and raised in Puerto Rico in the island. So I'm of course very, and I mean very excited for Alyssa Hunter and Cynthia Lee Fontaine. Alyssa Hunter is actually I know that everybody talks about Isabelle. Oh my god, it's amazing, it's wonderful, it's alien, it's out of this world. And yes, I agree. But it's Alyssa Hunter. And when I saw that promo look, I was thinking about there's a reference in my head that I cannot put my finger on. And I was trying to figure out what it was, and a lot of people were trying to help me. The closest we got was Knights from that one Sega video game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know what reference is in my mind, but I love this. It's great. And I'm excited to finally have so much Puerto Rican representation. And good Puerto Rican representation.
I mean, I said it in the orange video, but I am I am and will be a cuckoo apologist on this season. She can do no wrong, and I will not accept any cuckoo slander. So anyone that wants to argue about the cuckoo, they will be removed. I will defend that woman with my entire existence, and I don't care.
So, fuck Jorgeous' drag, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was hilarious to me. That Jorgeous and Cynthia are in the same.
I cannot fucking believe it. The crossovers in this season, and then the fact that like, if they wanted to make good TV, they would have put them in the same bracket,
and they would have brought up. So, Jorgeous, do you want to apologize to Cynthia for?
Well, and we'll talk about it, but actually, I'll put a pin in that. I'm gonna put a pin in that conversation,
of course.
But
yes, Alyssa.
Anyone from? Oh yes,
Alyssa is my favorite look from that bracket. That's my favorite bracket in terms of looks, personally, and I'm rooting for Denali as well. Love. And from the other bracket, my favorite is Olivia's. I just think it's very simple. Okay. I love a very simple, like, cursive font moment.
Sure,
it's great, and I know Irene's is great. Bosco's impeccable. Wow, amazing. Bosco, what a woman.
I know.
That woman had a glow up.
I know.
That is just... her glow up should be studied.
Have you seen her documentary?
I have not.
Oh my
God. And I know she has one.
Watch the documentary. It's gorgeous.
I have not. And I know that she had, because like she mentioned it, but I really like, it should be studied from like a sociological standpoint.
I agree. Know? No, I agree with that. I definitely agree.
All right, Eve's back, so I'm sure you have some picks.
Hello, ready. Miss the Bunny.
Hi, I'm sorry. I went through one. I had to refresh myself on the photos since somebody wanted to show me the photos. And then
To be 100% honest with you, I haven't made the slideshow for the purple group yet. That's full tea. That's breaking the fourth wall. I haven't made that slideshow yet, so I don't have it. That's why I can't.
Okay. It's okay because I don't care that much about that many of the purple girls. I care more about the orange.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Drag.
1, 18 girls. Oh my god, that's crazy. 2, so I made a joke. I don't think it was a funny joke. I think it was an interesting joke because they were talking about how there weren't that many black girls there. And then Deja Sky was like, oh, there's 4 black girls there. And then somebody was like, well, technically it's probably 2. And I was like,
did you see Aja's whole reply to that?
No. I
no, because I stay off of Twitter because it's toxic. And what I have to say about that is that you got a black winner just now. Stop complaining. Let us Latinos win for once. We have not won since season 6. Let us win.
Well, yes, but also, agreed. I want everyone to have all the representation that they deserve. That's where I'm at with the whole situation. Aja said it very, Aja had a whole reply to it. It wasn't a dissertation. It was a very, very well written whole statement about it and was very open about her experiences as well. Because there are 4 black queens on this season. And I do agree with a lot of what she was talking about in it. I highly recommend everyone go read what Aja was saying on social media. Very gracious, very like, I'm coming at it from a place of, I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say and I want to respect what you're saying, but also we need to acknowledge that there are black queens on this season and we need to respect them and promote them and highlight them. And I really appreciated what she had to say. And Deja as well. All of the girls.
I just want to, my little 2 cent, cap that off and I'll go back into my things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I also feel that a good reason as to why people were asking where a lot of the black representation is, Robby, to your comment, is because, yes, we have not had a Latino winner for any of Drag Race as of any of US Drag Race as of yet. But usually on I'd say a 90-95% basis, every season has always still had an overwhelmingly larger amount of Latino and white contestants than black contestants for every season. So I do understand, yes, there have been some black girls that have been able to win. That's great for us. And yes, I want representation for all of my PLC people out there. But I do think that that's just one of those things that people look at when it comes to, I guess I would just say, keeping the odds even, because it is one of those things where it's like, okay, if there was one one darker skinned black girl out of this whole competition of 18 girls and she won, people would be like, well, crap, this black girl won, whatever, But then you also look at the fact, well, yeah, she also had to go up against 17 other girls and and none of them look like her. You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's my only thing. When I'm kind of like, I understand the other half of the coin as to why they were saying, hey, why aren't there any other darker skinned black girls there? Because it does end up becoming one of those things like Anya and Corey were the only 2 we had last season. You know what I mean? So thank God Anya was in the...
And Lana.
Oh, and Lana. Sorry. But yes, that's great that Anya was able to win, but also Anya was the only dark skinned girl that was in the final. You know what I mean? Most 9 times out of 10, there's never more than one dark-skinned girl in the final, but there's always usually more than one Latino entertainer in the final. You know what I mean? So like that, or a white entertainer in the final, just based off of the spectrum of how many girls they even have broken up demographic-wise. That's why I feel like some people were like, well, because I think it's sickening that we have a fuck ton of Latino girls in this season. But it does also bring up the point where it's like, well, some of those girls who are Latino or white passing Latino, Ginger, could have not had to be here. Love her to death, Cynthia.
Not
Cynthia.
Too much on my cuckoo.
I love Cynthia. I love Cynthia. We did need her back though.
Not too much on my cuckoo.
I'm just saying. Would you have been okay if they would have swapped Cynthia Lee Fontaine off for Dita Ritz?
No, because like I was saying earlier, I want Dita on a full All-Star season.
Okay.
I don't want her on this bracketed season.
But also,
I want her on a season where she has the opportunity to show a full package.
That's another thing too that I say. And also, given the fact that we've got girls that have been on multiple All-Star seasons, and you've got girls like Dita who haven't been on one. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's one of those kind of things where it's like, I understand if I want her to be on her own season, I still want her to be seen. Period. Because she, along with a lot of other black girls, I feel like haven't really gotten the shine of what they could do.
And I agree with you completely.
And it just tokenizes the other ones, which kind of sucks towards them. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I agree.
Anyway, neither here nor there. We're talking about the girls that are in this cast that I like. Yes. Honestly, I like the orange group more than the purple group. Okay. The orange group girls were giving to me down. Irene the Alien, I have to say specifically outfit-wise, was one of my favorites out of all 18 girls. It looked like an AI picture. It was like, it made me think of AI Drag Race when I was like, that's not real. That's not a real silhouette. Like, that's added, like computer animated. Like, no, that was actually done well. Like,
I'm gonna be shady.
My favorite part.
It was so good that Eve had to go back to see it because she forgot about it.
No, that's not true. I forgot about Bosco's. But no.
I don't get a lot of opportunities to be shady, so this is my time to practice.
Go for it. Go for it. I have no problem. I teach children daily. I don't get paid well for it, much like teachers do. But, you know, it is what it is. I influence the kid. Influence the generations. You
ain't doing a good job.
Huh?
You ain't doing a good job of it then.
I'm not doing a good job of it. Excuse me. Have you seen my drag daughter, aka international porn star Sebastian Belmont?
No.
Okay. Wait till next season of Drag Race. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. I've seen the rumored cast.
Y'all know all the tea. Y'all know all the tea.
Okay. I love you. Okay, who are your favorites, Eve? We got to talk about these girls.
You stopped me.
Okay, who are your favorites of the other girls? We got to talk about these girls.
Oh, other than Irene, out of the orange group, I love, even though I hate the fact they put both the ballroom girls together in the same bracket, I love Aja and I love Olivia. I'm also loving Olivia's journey that she's taking us on right now with Instagram and the way that she's been doing these these self-conceptualized pictures and like just these complete head to toe from like outfit to full like final realization of like, I don't know, it really makes me just like love why I do drag even more. It's just that creative mind of being able to see what someone has in their head and putting that into a full visual concept. Her and girls like Utica and stuff do that all the time. I think that's just so sickening. And then who else in the orange group did I really live for? There was one other person. Phoenix. I was so happy for Phoenix. So happy for Phoenix. I've been a Drag Race girl watching since season 1, so I was so glad that we got some of the girls from some of the earlier seasons where like I was watching some people's reviews and they were like, who is that? And I said, baby. Oh, you don't know?
Not here on this podcast because we praised the hell out of her.
Mm-mm. Who did? Wait, what?
Oh, I was saying not here on this we praised Miss Phoenix here.
Oh yeah.
Like, yes, ma'am.
She's sickening to me.
Yep.
Sickening to me. Like, nasty. Purple team, I wasn't really that crazy about a whole bunch of purple girls, to be honest with you. I mean, some of them I was like, okay, cool. Some of them I'm kind of like, well, you're here. But I guess I end up having to say that my favorite ones out of the purple girls are my Chicago girls. And that's my niece, Denali. Mother is my sister and really, really good Judy, Camilla Fox, Chicago icon, if you know Camilla Fox, you know. And then Diabetti, who is my Chicago sister and my Springfield sister, since we both were house queens at Martha's Vineyard, so it's kind of crazy. But I think that hopefully they will get a little bit more credit for how they were. I feel like they were represented the best on their season, either of them. I feel like that Denali got to a point where she got really overlooked for a while, and then the whole her and Olivia thing with the makeover kind of put a nail in the coffin that she really didn't need. And then Daya kind of just kept getting this perception from everybody else, like, oh, she's just a bitch, or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, I hope they come and they wreck shop. I hope they clear out everybody else in that little purple group. I'm sorry, but I really, really hope they do. Period. I don't care who else down there. I don't even know who else down there. Bye. It's over. Chi-Town for the win. Winnie City Girls come through for the win. Let that sink in. You know your Drag Race lore, bitch. I can say that, right? I can say bitch. I can't say the C word. Okay. Period.
Yeah, that is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Period.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But yeah, that's orange and purple. I know that we already went through it and we said that like which ones were our favorite out of the three. So did we all say that pink was our least favorite?
Well, I wasn't going to say it full on this podcast here, so. But with that being said, I think that's a great transition to go into talking about the pink bracket, don't you think? Because as a wise woman once said, love pink.
Oh, her. Woman.
Oh.
Does that have a question mark at the end? Like, woman?
Woman?
Woman.
Whoa. Man.
Whoa.
Man.
Whoa. Man.
Whoa. A man. Shout out to Thorgy. It's pink. Of course we're going to fucking reference Thorgy. Of course. But love her. Shout out Thorgy. Put Thorgy back on All Stars, please. Thank you very much. That is my plea to the world.
And don't do her dirty.
Please.
Anyway.
Here's our promo, our group low promo here. What do we think of this group promo shot?
It's full of very simple dresses, save for Lydia. And I like Kerri's because it's very, very detailed, but we'll get into that. Just in general, it looks quite simple.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way that they stylized, or they originally tried to stylize the promos, where all three of them looked like maybe they were all in like 3 different untucked lounges and they were all like interacting with each other, kind of a thing. I do feel like this one is like the second best out of the 3 that kind of utilizes that, because you kind of got Mistress with the tape, and then Lydia's taped up. Like it looks like that they're kind of interacting with each other a little bit, but I feel like that Orange did it a little bit better than the other 2 did, because it very much was like Irene throwing the pearls and Phoenix tripping, and like it all looked like it was all happening in the same room, as opposed to this looking like it was probably cut together in 6 different shots. It's not bad. It's just, like I said, that's how I feel about the 3 girls at the top. It looks like they just did those in 3 separate rooms.
Disjointed.
And put those pictures together. And the bottom one looks like they did all that together in the same room.
Yeah, I liked where, like, in the Orange group, it felt very linear. And there was, like, a clear, like y'all have been saying, there's, a very clear narrative here.
It was like a little storyline, kind of.
It was very storyline. It was very, like, cyclical. Everything worked very well together. And I agree, these bottom 3 girls work. But these top 3 girls, I'm not really getting.
It was very... You're going to kill me, because I'm so bad at season numbers. Bianca season.
Oh, you're fine. 6.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's giving very Bianca seasons promo.
Sure.
Like, you remember their intro promo where it had all 3 girls in like 3 different spots, and they were all interacting with each other, doing stuff. Like,
absolutely.
That's very much what I was kind of getting from how they did these promos. I was like, this is very season 6, but like, like I said, it looks like. But like even in the season 6 one, it's like they would have some of the girls, like all 3 of them interacting, like Courtney and Trinity and somebody else or whatever. But then they'd have one person off by themselves, like Bianca or whatever. Like this is what I thought with this. Like I felt like the 3 girls at the top were like off by themselves in the promo.
Yeah, or even something like season 8 where they were doing it in the barbershop.
Oh
Where you had like Dax and you had like Dax and Derek doing their own thing, and then Robby was off on the side, and then
UK's promos was like that too. I think season 1 or 2.
Well, 2's was everyone on the individual like pillars.
Okay, so was one the one?
It might have been 1.
Was 1 supposed to be the one where they were supposed to be like a sitcom house?
Yes, but that was the alternate promo.
Yes.
The alternate promo for 1 was in this. Yes, yeah.
Because when they did the actual promo, they weren't told that it was a promo.
Yes. Yeah, it was the alternate. It was specifically the BBC TV promo was the sitcom promo where they're all like off and doing their things. Those are the promos that I do like too.
I
wish this had a little bit more of that energy for sure.
Yeah.
Not bad, but not great.
I will also say one thing that I didn't fully get, because when I saw the pictures and I saw them individually without seeing them, when I saw them individually on everyone's post as opposed to together as one full shot, I didn't realize that some of the pictures interacted with other people's pictures. So I didn't realize that Layla's picture was interacting. Lydia's. I said Layla. Lydia's picture was interacting.
You were talking about season 8
with Mistresses. So I thought that the pink stripes on her were part of the outfit. So I really didn't get her outfit. I was like, I like it, but is it just one of those weird Lydia things where she just has stuff in random spots for no reason? But I was like, oh no, that's tape because Mistress tape. Okay, I got it. It was.
Got it.
It was interesting how it was shot.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the girls, shall we? Let's get into the divas. The girls.
The
girls. And we are going in alphabetical order, which means Helotus. It's Jorgeous again.
My baby. My baby sister.
When it's right, it's right.
Period.
Again. From season 14, was just on All Stars 9. And she certainly is back for this season of All Stars.
Drag her.
Well, I will say, and this is some behind the scenes tea, it is a little bit widely known, Jorgeous was a last minute alternate, allegedly, from what we understand. It was alleged that she is. There are 2 people that were last minute alternates for this season. Jorgeous is one of them. The other one is also allegedly in this group. So, tea. Robby, let's start with you. Thoughts on Jorgeous?
Like I said, when it's right, it's right. And if you're going to cast a bunch of people with good lip syncing strength, with good performance strengths, Jorgeous is one of them. And I look at the previous bracket they covered, Orange. There's Aja, who is very good. Deja Sky, depending on the song, when it's like very soulful R&B, she's a good lip syncer. And Olivia's is good. Olivia is good too. So when it's right, it's right. And Jorgeous is right. Like, I know that we just saw her in All Stars, but she's so. I'm sorry. I'm biased. I like seeing her. She's a little petite. She comes in a little petite package. Is a little swimsuit moment. It's great. It's a little simple for me, but she looks wonderful.
Are we scoring?
Well, no, you got to give your critique next.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Okay.
Baby, you went and hibernated, and now you done forgot how we did this.
Yes.
God damn it, Eve. All right, baby.
So, I love Jorgeous. Okay, so Jorgeous is my baby sister. I love her to death. We kiki every time she comes to Chicago to Roscoe's. We smoke and chill and kiki and stuff. And I take her to the clubs and protect her. It's really nice. She's really sweet.
Drop that name, Eve. All right.
She's very, very sweet. I will say a couple of things. One out of each of the bracket, I've kind of picked 2 girls. I feel like I've picked 2 people out of each of the brackets that are like my power people. So like if it comes down to a thing where a top 2 or a top 3 out of each bracket go like all come together. If it's at a bracket style, then they're all going to meet up at one point, kind of a thing. So I'm like, well, if they pick a top 2 out of each one, who would be my top 2? And so my top 2, I said out of the orange one would probably be Aja and Olivia. But Jorgeous is one of my top picks out of the pink group. Because I do think there is when it comes to just the entertainment aspect, she's just very good musically, like musicality wise and physicality wise when it comes to her performances, which is clean. It's very clean. It's very strong. It's very poussoir. I like the outfit. I think the outfit could have a little bit more to be desired, but it almost is to the drama of it, where it's just her being pretty much naked, and then like the outfit is just made out of Swarovski beads. I don't have a problem with it because it works for her aesthetic of her kind of being kind of less is more. Everything Nude Illusion works, so it looks like she is actually naked underneath, which is good. Because I feel like that Olivia pretty much did kind of the same thing when like if you see her Instagram, she showed how she made her promo look. Her promo look is basically like a corset with a swimsuit panty on it. You know, she just added some jumbo letters to the side of it. You know what I mean? So I do think there is something to be said about that aesthetic of almost that showgirl, less is more. I just got on this bodysuit and body, and I'm about to let you have it. Like, I can promise you, we've been seeing that probably all damn season from Bosco, so we might as well get ready. Jorgeous ain't gonna be exempt from it just because she's the size of two green beans stacked on top of each other. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready for her and her little drawn on little whisper curls, and I'm ready for her mugginess and just. I'm jolly for Jorgeous and always will be. Scores.
You ain't even gonna let me do my damn. Lord Jesus. Lord Jorgeous, I guess. Can I talk about her, please, Eve? Is that allowed?
I thought that you were gonna drag her, so we were gonna kind of skip over you.
Well. No, I am not in the business of dragging your friend, your niece.
You're not in the business of misery?
No, I'm not in the business of misery. I'm not going to take it from the top. I am noticing the black shoe as well. Now, okay, here's what I'm going to say about Miss Jorgeous. Did I enjoy her on All Stars 9? Yes. Am I happy if she was an alternate on here? Am I happy she is alternating? Yes. Did I need to see her right back on another All Stars? No. Am I happy she's here? You know what? Why the hell not? Do I want her to advance out of this group? Nah. Okay. Whatever. I gotta be honest, I don't love this promo. I don't love this promo as much as I want to. Because this concept is gorge. And what I am going to give her a lot of props for is this Nude Illusion. Because this Nude Illusion is spectacular. It is spot on. It is very well done. The legs are great. The mug is always muggy. She is always muggy. She is always looking incredible. The concept of this look, I'm really enjoying. But the actual beating of the base garment, there's something about it that doesn't work proportionally on this for me. Like the amount of beating, I feel like is too much. And I want the beating to be a little bit thinner. Because it almost gives her a weird proportion for me. I don't know. I get the black shoe because there's some black in the beading of the garment. And I do like the drama of the cape behind it. But for me, it just kind of comes down, it's simple. So I'm not dragging her. But I expected more. I gotta be honest. With what we saw from her on All Stars 9, I expected more. But I'm intrigued to see what she's going to bring on this season. And I am open-minded to more Jorgeous. And she's a fellow stoner, so I will root for my fellow stoners. And that's where I'm at. Now we can do some scores, starting with Robby.
We'll do 70. It's gorgeous like Jorgeous, but a little too simple.
I give Jorgeous a 90.
I'm going to match Robby's 70.
Love you, Jorgeous.
Next up, Kerri Colby from season 14. Her season 14 sister. Because we have to have 2 season 14 girls in every single group, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them.
We do.
A third of the cast is from season 14.
I mean, when it's right, it's right. Like I said with Jorgeous, when it's right, it's right. She looks very beautiful. I like it's busy. I like busy. When it comes to like dresses like this. I enjoy the nude illusion. It works for Kerri. She really loves to show her body from what I'm remembering in season 14. I'm not so sure about the feathers coming out of her wig, the pink feathers coming out of her wig. From afar, it looks great. From more close up, it feels a little like it shouldn't be there. I don't know. But she looks great. This is wonderful. I love the butterflies. She looks gorgeous. A trans woman to the tune of a dragon.
A butterfly!
Oh, she's representing for Metamorphosis, of course, for the butterflies. That's what it is. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yes.
You know, gotta rep for this other season 14 girly that was supposedly gonna be there allegedly, and then she wasn't.
Who allegedly Jorgeous replaced. Ooh. What are your thoughts on Kerri in this promo?
Well, we were asked, we weren't asked to give our unsolicited raw opinions. I will always give my unsolicited raw opinion because that's why I'm here.
Yes.
Kerri Colby could have stayed home.
Yeah.
I love you to death, sweetheart, but we didn't need to have you in no tournament of nothing. For what, baby? I love you to death. You look gorgeous. No, I really don't even like this outfit. I absolutely don't. It gives me mentally the idea and concept of how they tried to make Rock'em Sakura's last look like before they sent Rock'em home, and they were like, it's a lot, but it's messy. And I was like, no, it all flows. It works. This is messy. I don't know what full concept I'm supposed to be getting. It's like Thanos meets Springtime meets Bugle Beads meets there's a flamingo in your hair or some eggs or something. Are you like the Springtime tranny Thanos chicken lady? I don't know what you're supposed to be, darling, but I think that you're supposed to be chilling at home watching this on Paramount Plus like the rest of us. I just don't think you need to be in it. I'm sorry. It's one of those kind of things where I feel bad because girls will sit over and make fun and be mad at girls and be like, you've came back 3 and 4 and 5 different times. And I'm like, well, I can understand and justify it for some people based off entertainability and longevity and stuff like that. And it's some girls that I can understand why they don't get called back for All Stars because you did a cute little time while you were here for your 1-2. You've got RuPaul's Drag Race attached to your name for the rest of your life, so your booking fee is at least going to go up a couple G's. That's cool. That can just be your legacy, and that's it. But some girls will be like, I was just so robbed. You know I had to come back. And I'm like, did we miss what you were trying to prove to us the first time? Because I don't even think I got it. Like, Alyssa Hunter said over and said, because I don't get to talk about Alyssa, so I'm going to bring this up, where she said they was talking about hashtag Rob Queen when she got sent home. And I thought about it, and I was like, when did she get sent home again? And it was to Kerri. I said, yeah, girl, you were robbed. Because, girl, they kept Kerri for a little bit, and that girl couldn't lip sync her way out of a paper bag. She was doing the hustle during, I think, one of the damn songs she was doing. No, girl, no. Who are you finna lip sync against? If you lip sync against anybody in this pink bracket and actually beat them,
I think there's one person she might be able to beat.
Anyone. I don't care who it is. Actually, I lied. Tina Burner. But
no, that's not who I was thinking of.
That's who I was thinking of. She can't.
That's not who I was thinking of.
If she sends somebody else home, the fandom will kill her.
I think there's one other person she could.
She'll be a martyr to the fandom if she sends anybody on the pink bracket other than Tina Burner, and that's bottom line.
I think she could beat Nicole.
I promise. Look, Nicole Paige Brooks is the second coming of Latrice Royale. She sends Nicole Paige Brooks over home. Her career is over. I'll tell you that now. I will tell you that now. There are so many people that are so ridiculously obsessed and happy that Nicole Paige Brooks is finally back on TV. She better not touch her.
Oh, I know.
She better not touch her at all. She better hope she Thanos snap into her trans. But other than that, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. I do also feel like that if you really wanted to lean into the whole Thanos thing, you should have came in a whole damn replica of Thanos' outfit with the glove.
Well, she's got the glove. I think,
but the glove doesn't go with the outfit.
But I think what
she should have went full Marvel replica with the glove.
See,
but did it maybe in trans colors or something? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I do agree with that. Yeah. I think she's attempting to do that.
I feel like that she's attempting to appeal to, which happens with a lot of the girls, when a lot of the girls gets one or two signature things that they're known of the most from their season because they're not that memorable, then they hold onto them as their signature thing. And the Thanos thing is Kerri's thing because other than wearing J-Lo's dress, we don't remember anything else she did.
That's fair.
So it's one of those things where I'm like, well, if you're going to have the Thanos thing as your moniker, lean all the way into it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, do a Thanos look that's almost like a bikini, but it's with the armor or whatever. You know what I mean? Or something where like, I guess that's one reason too why I feel like that she doesn't need to come back yet, because I still don't feel like that she fully knows.
I feel like in that same vein, there's the risk of repeatability, because that was her look for the finale.
But
that's true.
Yeah, but then if that's the case, then I wouldn't have had the glove. Period. I would have went with something completely different. You know what I mean? I guess that's what the outfit gives me a disconnect for, because it's like, are you doing it or are you not doing it?
Yeah.
But
the aesthetic from what we saw, and I know we're not talking about the entrance looks, but from the Meet the Queens, the aesthetic that we did see and the look we did see from the entrance was very clean, very polished, and there is clearly a little bit of a glow up. And what we heard from her in the Meet the Queens is that she even said it herself. On season 14, she was a mid-queen. And it took herself having that experience and kind of breaking herself down to realize what she needed to do to become a better drag queen. I will say I'm very excited to see what Kerri is going to bring to this season. I agree with a lot of what you said, Eve. I definitely do. I fear some repeatability. I agree with you as well with that, Robby. I fear some repeatability. I'm not exactly sure how Kerri is going to do. But I'm intrigued by this casting choice. I certainly am intrigued by it. Yeah. I'm interested to see what she's going to bring, what she's going to provide, in the weaker areas that we saw from her on season 14 when it comes to, comedy, lip syncing, things like that. Like, I'm really intrigued to see what she's going to bring in those departments. Has she improved? Jury's still out on that. But
I want to just in my little part by saying I in no way, number one, have an issue with Kerri or don't like her. Yeah. I love Kerri. I think she's stunning. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's a great drag queen. My thing is, and I guess, and it's weird because maybe I need to think of this season like how we thought of All Stars 9, because in the back of my mind, I didn't fully consider All Stars 9 a real All Star season because they were playing for charity. They weren't playing for themselves. So part of me kind of doesn't fully consider this one of the regular format of All Stars either, because it's this tournament of champion kind of thing. So I don't know if I can putting that much, you know what I mean? Like merit into it to be like, it's like, it's, you know what I mean? It's like, it's this thing, But with Kerri, I do still feel like that. I feel like they've made this note when it comes to certain girls before, that there are girls that are very pretty or that are very good at doing drag, but they still don't fully know who they are yet as a drag entertainer, or what vein they want to go in. And like Aja even said that herself. She said even when she came back for the first All Star, she didn't fully know who she was. You know what I mean? And like now when we see Aja, we see a more fully realized version of, yes, that's how you are. And it's like, I don't fully see that from Kerri yet. I still see Kerri in a position where, yes, she has grown up and she's evolved and grown since her season. I still don't feel like Kerri Colby fully knows who Kerri Colby is yet. I feel like we're seeing more of who she is, but it's not a full realized package where it's like, if you gave me a 35 question questionnaire for who Kerri Colby is 350%, I would just know right off the bat. Like, I still think there's some things that she can learn about herself to really push herself to that point where she has that iconic name like her mom and other girls where we're like, oh no, we know that. That's Kerri Colby. Damn. And so I think that's the main reason why I'm kind of like, it would be okay if you weren't here yet, because I'd rather see you come back when you know 100% who you are and you come and eat these girls up. You know what I mean?
And I hope, if nothing else, this gives her a little bit more insight into who her drag character is, if nothing else.
I hope so too.
Absolutely. And being around new girls that she wasn't on a season with, I hope that gives her that opportunity, if nothing else.
But, and look at it this way, girl, with some of the girls being on this Joker for 2 and 3 regular seasons or 2 and 3 All-Stars, this ain't got to be your last time.
Exactly.
We literally probably will see you again. You know what I mean? So it's like, I really hope this ends up just being a secondary stepping stone for Kerri, and like, she keeps growing to that point where we're like, there she is. There's Kerri. That's the girl. We know who it is. Bottom line, cut and dry. She's in the game. Y'all should be scared. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready for that for her.
We do need to move on. So, scores for Kerri's promo.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Let's do 60.
I'm gonna match that 60.
I like this much more than you all do, so I'm going to give Kerri an 81.
It's pretty, it's busy. Like I said, the feathers and the hair ball things feel a little disjointed, and I didn't even notice the Thanos glove until Eve mentioned something.
Yeah, you only really get to see it up close in the kind of close-up shot here at the bottom right. But yeah. But work, Miss Kerri. Good for you, girl. Next up, oh my God, wasn't she just on television? Oh my God, it's Lydia Butthole Kollins from season 17.
Actually, it's Lydia Bob Kollins.
Bob Hole Kollins.
It is her name, B-O-B, so they call her Bob.
Uh-huh.
That Bob
Stands
is
for big old butthole.
That Bob is immaculate. I love. This is arguably my favorite one from the bracket.
Oh, okay.
I like the burlesque feel. Yeah. I like it's a little dominatrix, a little I'm thinking like Aphrodite, goddess. I don't know. I'm not articulating myself very well, but I like it. I like the concept. I really do. And just the pink and black really work really well together. And it's the Bob moment for me. I love me a Bob. It's almost like I made a whole video about Bobs. Pokemon.
Bob.
That one y'all are gonna have to go find on your own. I'm not linking that one. Okay. But go subscribe to Robby. He's a good friend of our channel and he makes very good content.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Sure, yeah.
Yes, he does. Well, yes.
I'm not even gonna be humble about it. Yes, I do.
Yes, he does.
Well, yeah.
Well,
and also this. I recently learned what it's called. It's an armillary sphere. I love that moment.
I didn't know there was a name for that.
I love the armillary sphere that's surrounding her hair and that connects the feathers to it. I love I love that, and it feels very proportional.
She's proportionizing.
Sure.
It's a good amount of drama.
Exactly.
Which I like, because in essence, it's a very simplistic, like middle part. You know what I mean? It's just like a rhinestone, like kind of corsety, like bustier top, and then just a sash over the cuckoo area. But the tassels off the arms and the head piece very much gives like Bob Mackie. So and then she's wearing a bob, so it's like Bob Mackie, which I think is kind of cool. I think I'd agree too. I think that Lydia's is my favorite promo out of all of the Pink Girls, because and also I'm very, very happy to see her back. I didn't get a chance to join you guys for your review of season 17. Is that what we're on? 17, yeah.
Yep.
But I was a very big fan of Lydia's. Not that big of a fan of Corey's. Sorry, girl, but
not too much on my
I'm
mouth.
not Miss Pink catching strays.
I wanted that girl to have. I was like, I think YC Rhino said it one time, and I laughed so hard, and I keep it in the back of my mind whenever somebody does something wrong. I would always be like, girl, I hope that you are in the bottom so bad that they have to put a flashlight on their helmet to see in the dark to dig you out. Like, girl was like, no, girl. Bottom.
Not too much.
Child, I thought she said that. I was like, oh, I'm keeping that. When everybody's in the bottom, I'm like, put the flashlight on your helmet, because I need to see. You need to be down there. Lydia, to me, honestly, not just from her looks, which I always thought were very smart, very inventive. I felt like that a lot of drag queens get that edit of being crafty, or when they come in and they're the kind of girls like Diabetti or Lucky Stars or somewhere where they go, well, my drag is like basically me taking things from the thrift store and kind of repurposing them and da-da-da-da. A lot of those girls usually don't get good edits. Like Dawn was one of those girls. You get some of those girls like Terra Nova from
Mother.
Like Terra Nova from Canada's Drag Race and stuff, that end up being those local girls that do go to thrift stores or get scrap fabrics, and we have a lot of those girls here in Chicago, and make some of the most amazing stuff out of it. One of the girls two girls who are like that are who just actually had something featured on Drag Race for season 17. Is a girl by the name of Christy Da Vinci, and another drag queen in the area who is my niece, who is known as Trisha Can. And they both made Lexi Love's opulent outerwear coat along with Utica.
Work.
Yeah, so it's like you have those girls that have that mindset when it comes to the raw fundamentals of what drag is, and all they just need is a little bit more elevation with it, but they have the good stuff. They never get good edits, and Lydia got a good one. And I feel like a lot of it too all came down to that first lip sync she did with Ru. Everybody like that lip sync, that lip sync, that head bob. The minute she did that and Ru did it back, I was like, oh, she's locked in.
Bob.
I was like, she's locked in. She's a favorite now. Like, you're going to see her. Ru likes you, and when you do, girl, it works for you. And I hope that helps her out in this competition. I mean, saying Ru's favor, or whatever, but it got her here faster than any of the other girls did. Yeah. So that's got to mean something. But I'm really happy for her. I know she's a good lip syncer. I know her looks are going to be strong. So it's like, let's go, Miss LBK.
I also feel like she's posing it really well, which really helps.
It's just smart. She's taking up the entire space.
The entire frame.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she's always been very intentional with how she presents, even with this picture over here in the bottom right with her hand still getting like somewhere in this whole facial thing. It's like she knows the picture she wants to give you from the outside perspective, and that helps a lot of entertainers out. And it takes time for us to realize how your body moves, how you look when you pose in certain positions, when you move your face in certain ways. And some girls have it, and they know how to, like doing the marina and stuff like that. That's some stuff that Marina didn't know how to do in Marina when she first started. She just hit a pose one time in the mirror and said, "Ooh, wait a minute," and kept it. Like it's
exactly.
She's a very smart queen. She's a very smart queen.
Yeah. I am absolutely beyond thrilled that Lydia is here. I am so excited. Gagged beyond belief dance company owned by Alyssa Edwards that she is here. I been knew for a minute that Lydia was on this season since before season 17 aired. So it was interesting watching the season knowing that she was going to be on. But this promo this is also my favorite promo of the Pink group. This is also one of my favorite. This is top 5 promos overall for me. I think this is just absolutely stunning in its simplicity. And I agree with both of you in that. The simplicity of this promo is so beautiful. The bob, but then it's this pointed bob. It's almost giving, oh no, I lost the reference. Fuck. Mars Attacks. It's almost giving this like 20s Art Deco Mars Attacks.
It's like Ziegfeld Follies.
100%, like all of that. And that's so in the Lydia universe that I like that. It's so spot on for me. All of the tails coming off of her arms here are just so beautiful. It's simple, but done so masterfully. Like, no notes. Not a single fucking note. It's stunning. I cannot wait for Lydia. I'm so excited for the fact that she had a week to prepare for this season. Astounding.
And
I cannot wait.
I love the fact that there are girls that you know for a fact make every single thing they wear from scratch, and Lydia's one of them. So you know damn near everything we see from this girl, she made.
Yeah.
Like that's
except for this promo, but she did stone it with the help of her friends. So
but I'm like that's another thing I guess I'm gonna be really happy for is girls like her, girls like Olivia. I know they make their stuff from scratch. I'm like, oh, y'all are gonna have some real cute stuff.
Yeah. I'm so like Lydia is someone that I am like. Lydia is one of my heart picks, and it very well might be recency bias because she was legitimately right on just on TV, and also because I just do really love her and Corey, and I love their relationship, and I follow Corey very very closely as well, and like because of that I've grown very close to Lydia as well. There's just something about her that feels very old school Drag Race in that way of like, she feels like you were saying, Eve, she's one of those girls that, you know, she makes almost everything she wears. And there's that DIY sense to her drag that feels very like authentic. If she was 100% authentic, she's just a real person putting herself out there in this competition. And, you know, if she was born a few years earlier, she probably would have been on an earlier season of Drag Race. Yeah. And there's just that authenticity that, like, is she going to win this season? I don't know. Jury's out. But, like, she is going to be an established name on Drag Race for years to come. And, like, there's no one that is probably ever going to have her story. No one has ever been on Drag Race 2 times in the same year back to back. Like, she's making history in this way. It's gorgeous to see.
Maybe Aja.
Not in the same calendar year, I don't think.
That's why I said maybe. Someone can.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Because there's a lot of girls that have done the back-to-back filming, but I don't know if they were in the same calendar year. So, I'll have to do research on that. But, regardless, work, Butthole. More opportunities to say Butthole, and that makes me happy.
Work,
So, work, Butthole. All right, scores for Butthole.
95. My only qualm is that the bust clashes with the torso, which is a little distracting for me.
Fair.
It's my only thing.
I'm gonna give her a full cup.
And now you have one, so you have to pull up the full cup because I'm giving her one as well.
Yeah.
It's all the way full, baby. Hey, you earned that. Work, Butthole. Work, Butthole. Next
Give it
up,
to me. Give it to me.
Mistress.
Give
let me
it
get
to me.
just let me get through my intro very, very quickly, and then y'all can have all the fun you want, because I ain't gonna have much to say. Next up, Mistress Isabelle Brooks, finalist from season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Y'all go ahead.
What's the tea? I love her. I love her. I needed her back on my television. I like this dress. It's not a dress. I like this outfit.
It's a bodysuit.
It's a bodysuit. So it's a little plain Jane. It's a little. I'm not sure what this shoulder pad or collar moment is. It feels a little distracting. If she had vampire teeth, I think it would have been very campy. Then it would have made a little more sense, at least from that perspective. I like it from just how she knows how to proportion her body. She looks very, very hourglass, but in a very exaggerated way, which I like. Mug is stamped, of course. The hair is amazing. I mean, she has a wig business, so like the wigs have to be immaculate. And if they're not, then poor business choice. But she looks incredible. I do think a little simple, and having watched Lydia beforehand, just feels like right after that, it just feels like what's the word I'm looking for? Lackluster in comparison.
My turn.
It has been after Robby, so yes, it is.
Okay.
Drag her.
So right.
Slay her, sipping on that true tea, hunt tea.
I'm not the craziest about this outfit or look for Mistress. Just because for me, it's just a bodysuit with a corset and a neck brace kind of thing on.
She said, "I'm not gagging
at all." I'm not, because it is a bodysuit with there's nothing other than it having stoning and having colored stripes. It's not anything that's wowing the heck out of me. I don't know if it's intentional or if it's just the way the bodysuit is made, but it makes me wonder if the nude panels I'm seeing are supposed to be nude illusion. So it's supposed to look like that you're naked and you just have all these things over you, but that's not what it's giving. It's giving bodysuit, especially with the way it ends with the... Huh?
You know what I think happened? So you know how Lydia was the promo right beforehand? I think it's because she cut up her dress. Scissors.
Scissors. Scissors.
I'm not crazy.
She brought in Susie too. Lydia brought in Susie too backstage to cut up that sash for her and accidentally cut up Mistress's bodysuit, and that's what it is, Eve.
Are you sure it was accidental?
Because Susie was mad. Susie was so mad that she wasn't the one on this season that she took it out on Mistress, and that's the tea. That's the tea.
I'm sorry that Susie made your outfit look plain. I don't think it possibly looked better beforehand, but you know what? Oh,
because Plain Jane was known for the bodysuits.
Plain Jane. I don't like the way that I'm never a fan of, and it just looks that way, and that's, I guess, the downside is I'm never a fan of bodysuits where one thing that gets me when it comes to bodysuits, with like a heel or like a platform that aren't like skin tight bodysuits, is by the leg and by the ankle it almost turns into like a pant. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a little like loose around like your ankle, right where like your foot is at. And I'm just kind of like, if you would have worn a pink boot that would have covered over that so we couldn't see it, that could have been all of the difference. If you could have put a like alternating in these swirls, pink and purple thigh high boot on over that instead of down to that platform, I feel like that would have just ate. I think the top neck part is interesting, but it's giving neck brace real bad. It's like I don't think a regular person has that much neck space. You look kind of like a giraffe, not in a good way. It's like it's almost not showing you off as in losing weight in a good way. It's making you look like,
if you will,
like a glamorous Ozempic victim. And that's kind of scary to me.
Oh God, okay.
And then also as well, I don't know if it's one of those things, and I think she possibly does. I think that she does pad because she's a Southern girl, and the Southern girls pad.
Oh, she pads.
But I feel like...
Are you seeing those thighs?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, she's smart. She knows this. She's a pageant girl. I'm pretty sure she's probably alternated and downsized her pads since she's lost weight and stuff. But I feel like that it is working for her body weight, but partially it's not. Like it has yet.
I think at the time of filming these promos, I don't think she had fixed her pads yet.
Right. It's one of those kind of things where it's like the pads don't look bad, but they do look like they could be a hair slimmer and look a little bit more natural. They look really padded.
Because that's my biggest issue with it, because I do agree with you. Because the thing I had been noticing with her, because love the weight loss, good for you, love that for you, girl. Live in your best body, do what's best for you at the end of the day. But you are a drag queen. And here in this moment, because that's my biggest issue with the ensemble as a whole, is just that the proportionizing is not proportionizing here because the hip is too large. Because those hips on when we had seen her in the past and when we see her in her entrance look on the show when they filmed it is great. But here in this promo, the hip is just a little bit too big and I just need a little bit of the hip shaved off for it to feel a little bit more balanced.
Yeah. It's giving that extraness of drag, but I don't fully know if that's what she was fully wanting to give with this look. Like, you know what I mean? Almost that a little bit more than a natural hip or not. And but I feel like that's, I guess, the thing that I thought that she possibly be going for is because she had lost weight and because she slimmed her body down a little bit more, she would want the aesthetic not to still have those hints of it being comically over large or just a little bit drag over large, because then that defeats the purpose of you. You know what I mean? Being like, well, I lost all this weight, but you know what I mean? But your proportion is still gonna be the same. Then you defeated the purpose. Like it's So one of the craziest about it. So Bagger.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only negative one about this outfit because I don't like it. This is my least favorite promo out of all 18 promos.
Oh wow.
And it has nothing to do with my opinion on Mistress herself. I will say that much as well. That's a completely separate situation that I will get to shortly. For me, nothing works here, honestly. Like, the wig is fine, but doesn't work with the makeup. And the makeup is fine, but it doesn't work with the neck brace. And the neck brace is fine, but it doesn't work with the bodysuit. The bodysuit is fine, but it doesn't work with the padding. The padding is fine, but it doesn't work with this garment because it doesn't work with the corset. Everything is fine, but it doesn't work with the shoe. The shoe is fine, but it doesn't work with the cut of the bodysuit at the ankle. I agree with you there, Eve. That was another one of my biggest issues is like, it looks like you're wearing a skinny jean that doesn't fit at the ankle now. And it's like, it's weird. And then you've got this kind of like clear mule almost with this like pink base
heel
that doesn't really.
Yeah, it's like a clear pleather with a pink heel.
With a pink heel, and it doesn't really work here. It's like you're putting together all of these elements that like individually these elements do work on Mistress.
Or it's like you would think they all work because they all have somewhat of the same color pattern on it, but it's just very much one of those where I'm like,
exactly.
I still think it needed more than just it all is around it all has the same color.
Yeah.
Like styling
And
wise, things could have been.
And I loved Mistress's season 15 promo. Like, she has one of my favorite promos from her original season. So this was interesting for me. And then the red lip threw me completely off, honestly.
Just
a red lip.
But it don't
go it's signature, and I understand that, but it threw me off completely. I was just like, I don't particularly get it here. So yeah, unfortunately, it is my least favorite promo of the bunch. And I will be 100% real as well. I am willing to be proven wrong by Mistress. I am not at all a big fan of Mistress. That is just me personally. I don't particularly care for her. I didn't really own season 15. I haven't really, since her season, just based on a lot of things she said, she has personally rubbed me the wrong way. But I am willing to be proven wrong by her. I am coming into this season with an open mind, and I would like to be proven wrong by Mistress. And that's what I have to say on the matter. So, yeah. And I will say a lot of it has to do with the Mistress that I've seen on social media and outside of the show. I am not basing my opinions on the edit that we got from her from season 15. I am basing it off of the Mistress we have seen and heard from her outside of the show and her actions. That's what I have the issue with. To clarify. And if y'all want to come for me, my social media is down below. I am willing to fight. I've got all day. Scores.
Do you have all day? Because you have a busy schedule.
Oh, baby, I got all day. My phone is always in front of me, baby. And if I don't reply, it's because you're not interesting enough to bother replying. Now, if you come back with good reads and everything like that, I will reply because you're entertaining enough. But if you're not entertaining enough, baby, it's not worth it.
If you're going to be hateful, at least be funny.
Exactly. If you're gonna throw
shade, if you're gonna be hateful, at least pay for it.
Exactly.
Send a bitch $1.
Exactly. Thank you. Our Patreon is linked below. Thank you.
I'll give her a 60. I'll be a little more. We'll be a little more generous.
All right.
It's just I don't do drag. I don't have fashion references. I just critique how I see things and how I like things. I do have some experience with photography, so I know a lot about composition. Sure. So that's where most of my artistic eye comes from.
And I love having you have that reference on this panel as well. I love having that perspective as well. And the drag, of course, Eve. I love having you here too. Don't get me wrong.
Not bad, not good. 50.
I gave her a 45.
It looks a little blow-up doll to me. And like all of the fabric, it looks a little blow-up doll to me, and like all of the fabric just ripped off. Like they were trying to dress the blow-up doll, and the fabric just kind of ripped off.
And well,
which could have been a good concept for like her style of drag, but I don't know. It's just I understand the things you're saying about things being disjointed. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
I just love her because she's,
of course,
drama.
Of course. Well, next up, Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia, from season fucking 2. Who would have ever fucking thought they'd bring back Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia?
Another Brooks. Completely unrelated.
No, they are related.
Are they?
No, they are related. Yeah. Nicole is her aunt, I believe, actually.
Oh.
Because Nicole and Chevelle are sisters, I think. somehow.
Probably
somehow. Sisters or cousins or somehow. Mistress has been calling her auntie. So that's what I will go with.
Chevelle was actually here Monday.
I saw that because Continental just happened.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see her though.
Speaking of old school Drag Race divas, congratulations, bam, Alexis Mateo, Miss Continental Elite. Thank you, Jesus, finally. Ah! Yes, God.
Yes, it was very
Yes, ma'am.
It's
about motherfucking time. Anyway, Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
Congratulations, Alexis Mateo, fellow Puerto Rican. Thank you. I love the representation. Anytime I get asked, what is your like peak Puerto Rican representation? I always say Alexis Mateo. It's like the first one that comes to mind. Nicole Paige Brooks. I love the legs. I love the jeweling pattern that she has going along the leg. I don't know about the belt moment. It feels like it's cutting her off. It is simple. There's a lot of drama with the cape behind her and a little bit of like the hood, the cape moment surrounding her face. I do like this base but it is simple. The panty throws me off a little bit as well. I like the stoned bustier here. I'm just trying to see all of the details that I can, just because it's a little hard to see. But she does look pretty. She does look pretty.
Yes. Let me break it down for you. What Miss Nicole Paige Brooks is serving as of right now. Number one, she's serving mother, which we can tell. Number two, the pattern that the stones have it gives me like, it makes me think of biblical. It makes me think of like stained glass.
Yes, the church stained glass, the mosaic, kind of like that. Mosaic a little bit too.
Right, and I see the connection of that with that going into like the earrings. It's almost like it just gives like this religious kind of motif to it. The way that the outfit is set up though is it's a hooded bodysuit with like this train on the back of it, and the entire silver thing is all one piece. They're actually pants, but it's like the equivalent of like RuPaul having that dress that was made out of all those stone links last season. It's like that, but as pants. So basically they're like, I won't say see-through pants, but basically they're like pants that are just basically made out of all these different like stone links. Because I think I showed part of it where it looked a little bit better when they were doing the like movement shots of them during the Meet the Queens.
The video of this looks much better than the still shot.
Yeah. So that top part that you were talking about that's distracting is like the rim of the pants, actually.
Gotcha.
So the pink panty is the pink bodysuit that's underneath. It's just that everything else is see-through, which then also makes me go, girl, that tuck is right. That kitty is snatched back, honey. If that's just a body, honey.
And watching
I don't
this
know how hard she's going to slay in this season. I will say that kind of puts a bit of like an awesome question mark on her, because she did go home earlier in her season. So it makes us go, well, hey, she might have picked up some tricks, or there might have been some things we didn't get a chance to see from her in season 2 that she's going to serve for us now. So I'm excited for that. I do as well agree and think she's going to be the Latrice Royale of the season, which will, I think, put a little bit of a vulnerability on her where people are like, we can't get rid of Nicole because it's Nicole. You know what I mean? Like if it comes down to a voting aspect of putting somebody in the bottom, I see her possibly being saved because she is possibly the oldest person that's on the cast.
Yeah. Robby,
which is crazy that Ginger's there, but
all I was going to say is that just watching, again, Mistress and then Nicole back to back, and the comparison of it's not at the ankle, it's at the heel. The pant moment ends at the heel.
Yeah.
And you can barely tell that it's pants because it ends so effortlessly at the shoe.
It almost sits on top of her heel, so it blends in with the shoe, and it makes it like it's an ankle strap, like that. Where like she looks like very decently naked underneath, as opposed to if they would have stopped an inch higher, then we'd be like, okay, well those are obviously pants, and then there's a weird space in between, and then you have your feet, like Mistress's was. So it's like, it's a setup of things. This, I feel like, is another one that was a bit simpler than some of the other ones could be or were, but it's just very effectively done. And it just looks clean and classy, which I feel like that Nicole Paige Brooks always wanted to give, even though Raven was trying to clock her on having acrylic toenails with white tips, bitch. I said, that was the toenail of the girls back in the day. That was the white toe of that was the white toenail polish of the early 2000s. That's when you knew you were a classy broad. And so you had you a nice little manicured French tip toenail, honey. Those were they get taken out to the French bistros by the men's, honey. I'm like, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. I'm also wondering if Mistress is gonna be mad because she's like, crap, another one of my aunties here trying to take this crown.
Right.
He's like, you're not getting it this time. Sasha did, but you ain't, girl.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm certainly intrigued to see Miss Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia back on my TVs. It has been 15 years?
15.
Yeah.
15 damn years. I mean, they've put basically everyone from that season back on TV except for, where's Mystique Summers?
Oh, girl.
Because I will say, because she was here in Tucson like a year ago. Because she comes here very frequently to perform. And she's incredible. She is incredible. And I'm not just saying that because she tried to sleep with me. She is incredible. And I would like to see her back on TV. So, like, put Misty back on TV, please. Point being, I'm very intrigued to see Nicole back on TV. And I agree with you, Eve. I don't know what to expect from Nicole, but I'm certainly excited to see it. This look is very impeccably done. There's the religious vibe that y'all were talking about, the stained glass element of it, the whole pants, like everything. The more that I look at it, the more that I'm like, oh, this bitch is smart. And the more that I'm like, okay, Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia, I see you. I'm locking in on Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in. Okay, I'm here. I'm in. I'm seeing it. I'm ready. Scores for Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
We'll do 80.
I'll do 85.
I gave her an 87.
I was going to do 87.
I don't think
actually, I
this is
changed
her
mine to
best.
87. I was going to do 87, so I'll do 87.
All right.
This is not the best way that they could have posed her, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah. There were other shots.
Yeah, I was about to say she
No,
probably
there were
had other shots that they could have.
Yeah.
Even honestly, if it was something where she had her legs somewhat spread apart, so that way you could tell that it was like that way it would just look like the crystals just wrapped around each individual leg, which, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, yeah, it's just
or even a leg up. Like, I hate that pose, but like even a leg up, kind of like plastiques.
It feels a little bit like her hand is resting on the cape, strangely.
Like there's probably some mantle or something behind her or whatever, and
like there's a table, like there's a side table next to her, and I just sometimes, like, I do like that the photographers do a good job, but they just don't pick the right pictures sometimes.
I agree, and the girls don't have any say in their photos either. That's the worst part.
They don't.
Yeah.
But that face shot in the bottom right here, though, that face shot is maybe my favorite of the face shots of anybody, actually.
That face shot is giving me what's her name?
I don't know.
From Drag Race España.
Oh.
what was her name? The one that just won. Not Christian Peralta, but
that's Mexico.
Sharon. It's giving me Sharon vibes.
Oh,
well, you just very much giving me Sharon vibes.
Well, you just blended franchises, but sure.
Wait, where was she on?
Mexico.
Okay,
Christian was on Mexico.
Speak Spanish. I was close.
Anyway, last up for our pink girls. She is on fire like the Hunger Games. It's Tinta Burnter from season 13. We also had to have a season 13 queen in each bracket. Interestingly enough, there's one of them in each. Yeah. Cool. I just realized that as well.
We couldn't have brought Candy back again. I mean,
no. It's fine. No. They're not. No.
She did House of Villains. She needs a break.
She does. And the way that they, after hearing that story from Naisha,
Justice for
how they changed the song. Yeah, I'm not. Let her have a break.
Wait, what do you mean?
They changed the final lip sync song last minute on her all
on Candy, and then Candy was like, "Call my mother right now. Call my fucking mother right now."
I mean,
you want to crown Jimbo, you can crown Jimbo, but you're not gonna have a finale because I'm not thinking.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I was like, that's not Candy's fault though.
Right. I'm not saying it's Candy's fault. I'm just saying, let's give her a break because she wasn't treated the best.
Yeah, that's true. They did. It's. Well, I mean, hopefully they wouldn't have brought her on her to forsake her for somebody else. I still think that was bullshit they did then because of Jimbo, but whatever.
Anyway, Tina Burner.
That's because I don't want to talk about her.
Okay, well then y'all get through your comments so I can talk about Tina. Damn.
Wow.
It's giving. There's the heart moment in the crotch area and a heart moment going on in the bustier area as well, which I like. I wish the heart moment in down at the waist was done a little better, or just like it was shaped a little bit better. But I think it's just like the feathers how they fall. I don't know. I don't know that I like the bottom personally. It feels. Do you see how the gray glitter when she goes down to the sleeve, how it's like a little splotchy, like over here? Do you kind of see it? Like it feels like a little bit splotchy, or like I don't know.
On the sleeve?
How it goes from the silver glitter moment to the purple sleeve. It feels. I'm looking at it a little more close up, and it feels a little splotchy to me.
I'm zooming in on it currently. I don't see it personally. I see it as a clean break between the kind of magenta and the silver. But that's just me personally.
Okay. I don't know. I just feel like the color blocking moment is not working for me.
That's fair completely.
I feel like the color blocking on the sleeve is not working for me. I feel like it would have been a little better if the purple blended in a little more, maybe in an ombre situation or like a gradient from the gray to the purple. And then is it a mermaid skirt that you would call this at the bottom? Kind of. I'm not.
It's not a mermaid specifically. I think it's just a drop skirt.
Yeah, I'm not living for that either. But the rest looks okay. This is not the best that I've seen Tina in, I would say.
Okay. Valid.
I will say things that I like about this outfit. I will say things I don't like about this outfit. And promo look all together. I do also, I don't know, maybe I thought of this, but this didn't happen. But I do find it funny that Drag Race will make some girls change their name out of contractual obligation when it comes to like copyright or something, but not when it has something to do with drugs. They'll let them keep those. I was just like, Tina Burn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd always thought that because of course we know Tina Turner, but girl, I was like, is it just ooh, not meth, girl, not that. Oh my, well, that's not.
Well, they didn't make Crystal Method change her name either. To be fair,
right? That's why I'm just like, priorities, Drag Race, priorities. But okay. But yeah, Jan
Well, I think
Sport
they're
can't
just trying
because
not to get
Backpack Company
sued.
might sue us. Like, girl.
Well, now she has the sponsorship and the brand deal, so now she can be Jan Sport again.
Goofy. Just goofy as hell. Okay.
I need marijuana on season 19, please.
Right. You might as well just put Cracker Kills on All Stars 11, bitch. I'm like, at this point, hell. Okay, so things I like about
I need Coco Kane to cross over to Drag Race for season 20.
Her first name needs to be. She has to change her name to her first name to be Crack. So her first name is gonna be Crack Coco Kane. And then be like, yes, girl, get it.
Get it, girl.
Because I know her. That's my sister. She'll do it. She crazy. I miss her. Okay, anyway, back to Tina.
Me too.
Back to Tina. I do like the proportion of this outfit. I think it's proportioned very well. The way that the heart is done to exaggerate in the right spots, because I'm absolutely obsessed with that silhouetted picture in the top right. And I love that heart nip right to the middle and just, ugh, that's nasty. I love the feathers, like the ostrich feathers in the whole thing. It very much gives me like Priscilla Queen of the Desert references, like very 90s drag queen references where it's like, we've got big freaking hats full of feathers. Like, it's that. I like that we're not getting a Tina Burner that's stuck to the red, yellow, and orange color scheme. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
she had to do pink, Eve.
Well, no, but also at the same. I mean, she could have did pink and orange and some other shit. I mean, look at
that would have been ugly as fuck.
And you say that like she wore pretty outfits on her season.
Yes, but it's been 4 years.
Correct, growth. Like I was saying.
She also did silver for her entrance.
It looks
she's straying away.
Yes, it looks like Tina Burner has found a concept of who Tina Burner is outside of the pun on fire. And I like that.
Right.
The things that I don't like about this Tina Burner. Okay, so
oh jeez.
Yeah, I'm not the craziest about Tina. I never have been. Okay. I really don't think I ever will be. She's a cute drag queen. I mean, I can see her hosting many pride events, many drag bingos. I might give her $1 every now and again. I personally would not run out of my house to go see a Tina Burner show, and that's just me. Sorry.
Fair.
So when she was somebody who I saw that it was on the list, I was very much one of those people. I was like, so you sure Max wasn't available? But
yeah,
she's here.
Mm-hmm. You sure you didn't want to call April Carry On finally?
Right. Like, you sure Lanesha was busy? Like, are you sure?
Lanesha, I think, was very busy, actually.
You know what? I think she was out of jail at the time.
Was she?
We don't know. She could have Skyped.
I'm sorry. Challenge. Who?
Lanesha Sparks.
She was locked up, girl.
Did you not know?
Commissary's getting
no.
Locked up, it won't let me out. It won't let me out. All the kids were lusting over her mugshot picture.
Yeah.
Of course they were.
What was it for? Do you remember, Eve?
I don't know. It was probably something. I don't know. Maybe she beat somebody up. I feel like it was something stupid and petty, like theft or something.
Probably. Anyway, so here's I understand.
Go ahead with Tanisha Burner. You like her?
I do. I understand why you don't. I honestly, she's not the kind of queen I would expect you to like, Eve, if I'm being honest with you. Because I know what kind of queens you do enjoy. I know the kind of queens that are in your repertoire of enjoyment. And I know what kind of queen you are. So I understand a very fabulous queen, by the way. And if you are in the Chicago area, go tip her. Thank you. Go tip her in general. Thank you. But I do love Tina. I do love Tina. Tina is
that's what also scares me too. You have to actively say those words together on a camera. You know how somebody can cut that together? They're like, Logan has a problem. I love Tina. I really love Tina. See, it's a setup. The set up.
The only person setting me up here is you bitch.
I mean, you've already look. Once it hits YouTube, it's over. It's OV. I just wouldn't personally say it on camera, but that's me.
You know, maybe I do regret bringing you back for this. This video is 30 minutes longer than the first one.
You're welcome.
And there's
the first
one
one was
less
boring.
person.
The first
one was actually very fun. The first one was very fun and very lovely. And in this video, I'm being told that things might get spliced together that I might not want spliced. Fuck you, you bitch.
By you actively saying I love Tina 15 times in a row. That's a real friend. That's me, you know.
Is it?
Yes, because
if you really want to be shady,
they would just let it happen.
If you really want to be shady, you would just cut the part where Eve says "I love" by itself.
Because I do the editing around here, so.
Well, no one knows. Well, everyone knows that's not true.
And just cut all of the parts that she said.
I'll cut it.
I
cut it
don't
together.
care for Tina Burner.
But
I'll cut it together, and it'll be Eve saying, "I love Tina Burner."
The difference.
It'll give diabetes. This outfit's made of construction paper.
The difference is I would then end up actually having a live where I tag this video and tag Tina Burner, and I was like, I want to go on purple record to say, I hate you.
Wow.
A lot. Like it's
wow.
No, I don't like you. No,
hate
I don't
is a
like
strong
you.
word.
I would do that. But I'm
Logan,
not
do you have thoughts on this dress?
I do actually. Thank you, Robby, so much for asking. I really appreciate you for asking that.
How do I think that up and then, you know what, you mother.
Bye.
Was she silent or was she silenced?
She silenced herself. She usually does. I think Tina Burner looks great in this dress, actually. This is actually in my top promo looks. I really enjoyed this dress. This is
we have a saying in Spanish called that says "para lo gusto los colores," for the colors, the tastes. That is simply to say,
yeah, I know what that means.
Good for you.
Yeah, I know what that means, you bitch. Thanks. Puta.
Pendeja.
Fuck you.
You want to insult me in Spanish? I know way more Spanish curse words than you do, bitch.
That is correct, but I'm also born and raised in Arizona. I understand what y'all are saying. I don't speak much, but I do understand it. Tina Burner looks great in this dress. This is Diego Montoya, by the way. I've been meaning to bring up the fucking designers that are making a lot of these dresses. This is Diego Montoya. I love Diego, so I want to shout out Diego here. Not Inigo. This is Diego. No, I love this. I love a Say Something Hot moment. I think this is the prettiest Tina's ever looked. I think the big glow up here is her makeup, and I'm really impressed with the makeup journey that she's been on. I understand what you're saying about the color blocking. I do agree with some of the color blocking here. The glove to sleeve could have been a little bit better, but I do really like the way that the sleeve is coming up almost in this, and I know it's not. She's not Filipino. This is not Filipino, but almost in this Filipino turno kind of way. I'm really liking that sleeve detail here. The way all of
Tina Burner is white.
She's very white, incredibly white. Let me make that very clear. White, with a white
flower white.
Yes. All of the heart motifs here are really, really cool. I love how it repeats there's so much repetition of it. The skirt could have been improved. I don't personally mind it here, but overall, I really enjoy it.
And could have been improved, and yet it's one of the top looks.
There's some subtle improvements I would have made. That's what I'll say. Subtle improvement, but overall, I enjoy Miss Burner as a drag queen. I'm excited to see her back. I'm excited to see the elevation in her drag.
You love Tina as a drag queen?
I love Miss Burner.
I bet you do, you crackhead.
Scores.
70. It's not that bad. I'm just being... Like I said, I don't have many opportunities to be shady. I just do it here for fun.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, did I offend you?
No, not at all.
Are y'all done?
What?
I couldn't tell.
Oh, no, I'm done. Oh, baby, I'm never offended by anything, and if I'm actually offended, you'll know. That's where I'm always at with
I
everything.
know. I was being facetious.
Okay. Eve, you gonna give your score or what, my love?
Feces.
Facetious, girl.
Feces. That's really nasty. Okay.
This cast assessment could have
You
been
might need to get your ears checked.
I'm sorry. I don't understand Spanish. Okay. So
It's not Spanish. It's an English word.
Tina Burner. I would probably give her a sensible 74.
All that bullshit for a 74, Eve. God help us all. I gave Miss Tina Burner an 88. Jesus.
Gross.
And on
Jorgeous.
that note, we're going to end this absolute chaos that you have been subjected to for an hour and 45 minutes.
You're welcome.
So if you've made it to the end of this video, I'm sorry.
I'm sick.
Great. Thank you all so much for joining us for this second of 3 cast assessments here on the Cup. You two have been something. An adventure in cast assessing. No, Robby, no. We lost Robby. No.
We'll be the best out of the 3. I already know. It's okay.
The jury's still out.
We can check the views. It's okay.
We'll see.
Check the views.
We'll see. But yes, I'm very happy to have had both of you on. Thank you for joining me for this beautiful, beautiful cast assessment. Come back for the draft video if you want more chaos. Only if you want to, but and for the recaps and look over here if you want to. You're welcome anytime. So
and for the purple girls.
What?
And for the purple girls.
Well, the people come back for the purple girls because there's other people covering the purple girls.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So,
come back to the purple video.
Oh, I was saying to both of you, come back for all the other things.
Oh,
no, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us for this second of 3 cast assessments. Like they thought I was saying, make sure to join us for our third part of the cast assessment, our draft video, and we will be back shortly after the premiere on May 9th to talk about the premiere, which we'll be talking about on my birthday, which is very fun.
She's turning old.
Very old. Yay! Work. Let us know in the comments down below who your favorite promos were from this group, who you're rooting for. We want to know all of your opinions, so let us know. In the meantime, make sure to subscribe to this channel and all of our channels. We're trying to hit 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year across all of our channels, and all of your support means the world to us, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Check out the description where you can find all of our audio podcast links, as well as the links to our other channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So, love pink. Cheers. Y'all. Woo.